We're just gonna do this for 15 minutes. Wait. Gotta do it.
Yes.
Lift your hands in worship.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome to the Tide Tuesday. Yeah.
So don't call my phone and tell me what you want. Yeah, you ain't my man.
That's right.
Rules ain't fair. You got feelings, but I ain't feeling. Get off my dick. You ain't slick. Stay out my business. You ain't want this.
I was gonna listen to one song. There you go.
Didn't want me and now the seasons change. You won't want me. It's in the weather outside, and I'ma do whatever I like.
Yeah.
I like, got so many choices in mine, and you call me restless, that's fine. I'll be in these streets. 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 And I'll be in these streets. I'll be in these streets. And you call me restless, that's fine.
Single weather outside. That's right.
I have been in the house with an attitude.
Listen.
Okay. Listen. Like, OMG, what is going on?
Right.
Oh my God. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to the season finale of season 4 finale.
Of season 4, yep.
Of Tide Tuesdays.
Of Tide Tuesdays.
My goodness. I don't even know, where to start.
Yeah.
It's been a lot going on.
We were talking earlier and we were just like, we just need a season where something don't go wrong.
Right.
And
just
I was telling that.
Season.
Right. And I was telling that. I was like, yo, I think that's our thing now.
Because
something is gonna go left during the season. You know what I mean?
They said, Lenny, turn your mic up.
Turn my mic up.
Mm-hmm. I can hear him quite fine.
Right.
Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Evening. All right. Well, can y'all hear us? If so, then say yeah.
Can everyone hear me?
But I hear him pretty loud and clear.
Hello?
But yeah, I think every season, it hasn't been that something's gone wrong every season. It's just been like we've never been able to just do the show. Right. Like it's always been like do the show, but then here's a little wrench in the system,
right?
A little curveball, just to keep us on our toes, I guess.
Yeah.
And this season, of course, it would be no different if something crazy didn't happen this season. Right. So, I guess we'll just start with what's been going on.
Right. Now, again, we're separate because we're still on freaking quarantine.
Yes.
I have until the end of the week.
I have until next Tuesday.
Yeah. So.
And if you have not paid attention or if you are not aware, which I think everybody in the room right now is aware, both of us contracted COVID about 2 weeks ago.
I hate when you say it like that because it makes
I gotta say it that way. It's not like we wasn't doing the nasty.
Right.
Like nobody, not each other, nobody else. We was just minding our business. Literally minding our business. That's the crazy part. Like I've been in the house. Right. I go to mama's house. I go to Lenny's house to do the show. Right. And then I go back into the house. Right. Into the bed.
And this is where I don't understand what happened. And it's been the same thing with me. I haven't really gone anyplace. I've gone to only 4 locations constantly. And
I don't trust people.
Right.
People are nasty.
Right. Like, and I wash my hands every time. Every time. To the point where my hands are still dry. And
drenched in hand sanitizer.
Right. And so it's just
masked up all the time. The only thing that we did not do, which I I'm not saying that it would have saved us, but right before we both got it, we were both contemplating getting the vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually signed up to make an appointment, but never actually followed through with the appointment. And I probably should have did that, and then I would have been fine. But, you know, it happens. So
is what it is.
Now, the crazy part about it is your symptoms were a lot milder than mine. Mm-hmm. And first of all, I just want to thank God for that, because if both of us would have been like damn near death, I don't know if I mentally could have taken that. Yeah. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Right. But like, I'm really glad that you were still able to function and still, you know, live a bit more normal than I was able to. Yeah.
But even still, I'm glad that it wasn't anything super serious. You know what I mean? Even for you too as well. Cause
it was touch and go.
It was touch and go, but still you were still in and out of the hospital that day. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they had to keep you or anything like that. So even with that, that's a blessing. So
I just know that the whole time I did not want to go to the hospital. Right. That was my plan, was to avoid it. And my parents, you know, they kept asking me, like, do you want to go to the hospital? And I'm like, no, because when you go to the hospital, that's when you die. Yeah. You know, and I hate to say it like that, but I've always believed that when people go to the hospital, they could be sick for one thing or go to the hospital for one thing and come out with something else or get something else when they're in there. And I could not see myself doing that. But this weekend, it got to the point where, like, I could not breathe. Yeah. I could not walk. I could not talk without feeling like it was going to be my last breath. Yeah. And Saturday morning, my mom took me to the hospital. And I don't know what they did. I don't know what they gave me. All they said they were giving me was fluids in the IV. But whatever that was, it must have had Jesus in it, because when I got back, I felt so much better. Good. And I'm feeling even better. Like today, like yesterday was the real switch for me. Like I woke up yesterday morning and I could feel something different in my body where I was on the other side of this. So I just, I'm grateful to be working this out. Still got a few more days to go, but we're working it out. Yeah. So
can't wait till it's all over, because ain't nothing like being told you got to stay in the house. Before it was just like, okay, stay in the house for the betterment of everybody. But when they like, no, you got something, stay in the house. It's a whole different prison mindset, and it's just like,
let give us free. Okay. I am tired of TV. I am tired of commercials. I am tired of just everything. I don't want to hear Jill Scott no more singing the daggone Nationwide commercial. I am tired of all the chicken sandwich commercials because I can't have none. So, and also, I have to say thank you to everyone who sent so much love. I know I am not one to not necessarily put my business out there. I won't say that because I do put my business out there, but I'm not one to be posting pictures from the hospital. Like, I don't do that. And for some reason, I think because I went to the hospital and I did feel so bad, I was like, all right, people are going to be wondering what's going on. And not just on a fan level, but on like a real family, friends level. Nobody really knew what was going on. And so I posted that picture. And when I tell you, like, an outpouring of concern and love and prayers happened, and it's still happening. Yeah. And I just have to say thank you to everyone who checked up on me, and who really genuinely cared. Yeah. And we're going to talk about this also. I know who genuinely cared, and I know who just wanted to know what was in my business, and I know who wanted to just know if I was going to mix their sessions later on. So thank you to all of the above, but some of y'all I'm looking at you with a side eye. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, so I think we should get into the hot topics.
Wait, before we get into hot topics, let's hit all of the the calendar things that we need to hit. So,
yes. First, it's a busy month. June is always a busy month.
It's been a busy weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Salute to all of our veterans, all of those who who have served for us and continue to serve for us. Thank you for your service.
Right.
So happy Memorial Day for that.
Yeah.
Today marks the beginning of Pride Month. So happy Pride to everyone in the community. Be safe. Make good choices this month.
Okay, please.
Just because outside is open. Okay, like come on, like just because outside is open don't mean you have to act the fool. Some of y'all been acting the fool anyway in certain states and countries during the pandemic.
Keep it together.
Listen. So but happy Pride Month to y'all. Yes. And then of course it is also my favorite month and probably your favorite month too. Even though I celebrate it all year long, it is National Black Music Month. Amen.
Black Music Month. Whoop, whoop.
So, shout out to all of the Black creatives, all the Black musicians, and all the people who are trying to keep Black music alive in every facet and genre.
And all the ones who have paved the way for us to continue to keep doing this.
Yes. Okay. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the music lovers, the music sharers. We appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't do this. So
okay.
All right. I think we can go to our hot topics now.
Juneteenth and happy Father's Day, because we're gonna miss all of that.
Oh yes.
All the way in here too as well.
Yeah.
Throw that in there real quick.
Happy Juneteenth and happy Father's Day. Shout out to my dad. My dad. He really helped out this weekend.
Yeah, he came through.
He came through. I couldn't even see him, but he helped to take care of me this weekend. So I really love him. And my mom, of course, is a trooper. She's a soldier. And she really, really, So shout out to them. Hot topics? Hot topics? Time for marshmallow? Okay.
So I'm just going to start roasting it. Now the higher you are, the slower it'll roast. The closer you are, the faster it'll roast.
All right.
Let's wrap up our season.
Okay. It's been a season. It has been a season. And you know what? Like we said at the beginning of the show, like every season there seems to be something. This has to be our best season. It's been full of positivity. It's been full of drama. But we have had a really dope season this season. And it's our first season of the year. So we've had a really good year of Tired Tuesdays. And I'm super happy with where we've come from. Let's go back to the beginning. Like we started off this season on a new platform on YouTube. We got away from Instagram and we thought it was a bold move because we did get a lot of viewership on Instagram, but we also noticed that Instagram has been making so many changes that don't work in the favor of the creatives. And it seems like in order for us to get the best out of what we do and to give you guys the best show, moving over to YouTube was the right idea. I mean, we look better. The graphics are better. The music is better. The functionality is better. Like
way better.
Even our system as how we put the show together and how we bring it to you guys is so much more streamlined now. And I couldn't be happier with the outcome.
Word. Same. Production went all the way up and it's just going to keep getting up as we keep moving forward. So thank you for following us and continuing the journey onto this platform from Instagram. I know not everybody has crossed over to this platform, but we making room. We got more fans this year. And we just thank y'all for hanging in there and still loving our little piece of content and our little side of the world over here on the interwebs. So,
we know that podcasting and web series and all that kind of stuff, everybody and their mama got one. And, for us to do it at this point in the game, we are a little late. But I also feel like when we started Tired Tuesdays, it was much needed because the conversations that we were having and just the connections that we were making with different people, like we really wanted people to see that and be able to be a part of those conversations that they might not have been a part of before. It's kind of like letting everybody into our friendship. And now we have a whole bunch of friends that chill with us every Tuesday. And I love that.
I love it too.
Also, we started something last season that just enhanced itself this season, which was bringing on special guests.
Yeah.
And I have to say, this season of guests, last season was dope, but this season was so much fun. Like,
I think it helped because we had the new platform. Yeah. It was easier for people to log on. It was easier for people to be heard.
Right. Right. I mean,
we didn't have as many technical difficulties. Right. We didn't have as many technical difficulties. So yeah, shout out to Kimmy, shout out to the Ism,
Natalie Imani,
shout out to
LaShawn Robinson from Huddle.
Yes.
Lauren Ashley,
and
Seychelle, our Tired Tuesdays talent show winner.
Yes.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
You know, last year during the pandemic, everybody was trying to figure out ways to continue to have that live music feel, to have that, you know, let's sing and share our talents and all that kind of stuff. So everybody was on Instagram doing these little sing-off competitions, and everybody was doing something where they could sing live.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I did it for this Brandy thing. And I was so freaking nervous.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Like, it was nerve-wracking because I didn't know if she was in the room. And then I know that I'm not this household name singer yet. So I know I can sing, and I know my Brandy. But when I did it, they were kind of questioning, like, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what you got. You got something.
They tried it.
They tried me. And I was like, you know, okay, I won't be doing this again. But then, like, I felt, you know, I wanted to do the same thing for other people, but not in a way that would make anybody feel crazy, you know? So last season we did it, and we had a lot of people come on and sing, and it was great, you know? And so this time we wanted to up the ante and do something bigger, and it just seemed like people clammed up. I don't know what happened. I know some people had some scheduling issues, but, you know, they got my voice cracking. But it just seemed like, for some reason, this season, it just needed to go to Seychelle.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that she came in. She did what she was supposed to do. She showed out. She sang the right notes and all of them. Okay.
Like, that girl was singing.
She sang. Y'all. She sang
the notes. Singing. It was hers from the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. And she won by default, but she also won because wasn't nobody gonna sing better than her.
Right.
And that's just what it was.
Let's just be clear.
You know, the Tired Tuesdays talent show, I think, was still a success, even though you only got to see one person perform.
Right. Right.
Next season,
because at least she came through.
Exactly. Next season, we may do it differently.
Yeah.
A lot of things may be different next season anyway with the show.
Yeah.
Because I feel like eventually it's going to be time for us to have a studio.
Yeah.
And to do some things really live, like in person. And so I think at that point, Tired Tuesdays talent show may take on a whole new format.
Yeah.
So.
Because then folks may have to come to the studio.
Okay.
To perform lives.
Okay.
You know, so.
And
y'all pray.
We might do some special guests for the talent show, some special performances. We might bring back past winners and have them perform.
Okay.
You know, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I think Tired Tuesdays talent show, that's part of my favorite thing about the show.
Yeah, same.
Is getting to really showcase.
Yeah, I'm so happy we started that.
Yes.
Really, really happy we started that. Just to give an outlet for indie artists to just come through and just share their greatness. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. We had some hiccups this season, but it's all good. It's not like we're gonna stop it. We're gonna keep it going because we know what it can do.
Yes.
So, you know,
the show continues.
It sure enough does.
Hence why over the past 2 weeks, with both of us having COVID, we have still done this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, and it's so funny because he said to me, I think last week at some point, that you can't understand how I'm able to still do all my work and all that kind of stuff, being as sick as I was. And I had to remind my mother, she forgot. And and maybe I remembered it a little bit differently, but when I was in first grade, I remember I was supposed to sing in the school concert. Yeah. And I think that night I got the chicken pox. And my throat was closed up. I was itching, and I fought to go to the concert because I was like, I need to do this.
Right.
Even though it's just a little concert, all we were singing was like Lavender Blue from Camelot. But I just needed to do it. And, you know, there's been moments in my life where it's been like that, where I've had a show. I remember I did a show at the Delancey, and I had the flu. Yeah. And they were like mad because I was trying to cancel, and they were like, no, you have to come and do it because everybody's here. We, you know, you done sold tickets, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I understand that, but I might die. Right. But I still came and I did the show, and I mean, hopefully I didn't spread nothing. But you know, it was.
You killed that night too.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I sound like.
No, you sound good.
I just know I've always been like that, where if I say I'm going to do something, I don't know if I've ever canceled a show, just flat out canceled, you know, for being sick or anything like that, without either showing up or, you know, putting something in my place. Yeah.
Something in its place, just so anybody that paid or you know, they feel like they got something.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to be a man of my word and do what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
So that's why we keep, you know, we decided to keep going with the show because, and honestly, we did talk. We were like, you know, what if I don't make it through? Or what if I am still at the hospital, you know, by the time we got to shoot the show? Right. And I was like, you know, put Frankie on. Frankie, special guest.
I was like, yeah, I'm trying to. I was figuring it out how I was going to close out the season.
Okay,
if I had to do it by myself, even if it was going to be a little shucking job, it was going to.
It was going to happen. It was definitely going to happen. But yeah, like we was going to make sure that this thing kept going. Yeah. So what else has been going on? Let's see. One thing that we did last year also that we are continuing to do this year is to keep track of what things we've been entertaining ourselves with during the pandemic, but just in general, really. Right. You know, last year, because of the pandemic, so many things, you know, came out on TV, movies, music, and we decided to do a year-end list. Yeah. So I'm not going to pull the whole list up right now. Right. Because I noticed that I watch way too much TV. I literally watched everything that has come out over the last, you know, what is it, 5 months?
Let me tell y'all something, what Nat does. Nat has the ability to do multitask on a level that is alien-like, because I don't understand how one can be working his job and still keep the details of a television show on one side, answer phone calls, and mix a session all at the same time. I don't understand this talent, but he is the only person I know that can multitask like this. I can't do it. I have to be focused in on one thing, and then I have to shift to the next, and then I have to shift to the next. So nothing is going to fail or drop or fall.
You know what it is? Okay, so I will confess that working from home last year afforded me the opportunity to be in technically two places at once, because I'm working, but I'm also home.
Right.
And so I know what my work schedule is. Right. My work computer is in my studio, which also has my internet and a big enough screen where I can watch TV on the internet. So I got all my streaming services. So while I'm doing the mundane work of the day job that I can do in my sleep, it's easy for me to put on Handmaid's Tale and watch that while I'm answering these customers' questions on the computer. Right. Like, it's easy to do. And then, because I guess with being able to be my own boss musically, I can manage my time as far as sessions. Like, I know if somebody needs me to mix a session, I have at least 2 to 3 days to get that session mixed.
Right.
You know, everybody thinks I jump right to it. I definitely don't. And I need y'all to understand that. I don't. Okay. Your session will get mixed when I mix it.
Right. Okay.
That's just what it is. And some people like that. Some people don't. But guess what? You always gonna sound immaculate when I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes I will be watching movies while I'm mixing. You know, you got to.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I can understand watching the movies while you mix, because a lot of times just in a creative space, it's good to have the television on because it kind of bounces the focus from concentrating too hard on one thing, and yes. You can do that. Like, I've just never been that guy. Like,
and then also I just like, you know, y'all call me Mr. Information, so I feel like it's my responsibility to be aware and up to date on everything that does come out.
Yeah.
It sucks because I do want to watch a lot of stuff with people,
right?
So that we can experience it together. And there's been those moments, like Godzilla versus King Kong. We watched that together.
Oh yeah,
that was a whole evening.
Oh my god, great! That was so much fun.
We laughed. And it wasn't even a comedy, but that movie was so funny for us, and we hollered through the whole thing. I won't tell you what we were hollering at, but we laughed. Oh my god!
There were so many jokes created from that damn movie.
But yeah, like we, you know, and then of course we started. Oh, like when we started watching The Crown.
Yeah.
That was a whole experience. I was late and you had already started watching it. Right. But then when we caught up and started watching it together, I was like, oh, we should have been watching this forever. This is it.
Yeah. That was even the same with Handmaid's Tale too, because Handmaid's Tale was like, watching that was like, okay, wait a second.
I was definitely late on that. And then
this is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Eric is in here. Come on,
what up, EO?
What's going on, sir?
Good afternoon, sir. Or good evening.
Okay.
He's down in Miami living his best life.
Okay.
So you know what? I'm going to. There's so much.
Okay, so what's your top 5 favorite things that you've watched, movie wise and TV wise? Can we do it that way?
You want to do movies first?
Yeah, movies are easier.
All right. So movies. Oh God. Okay. First of all, can I just give you the number of the movies that I've watched so far?
Oh God, how many?
51.
51?
No, 50. Yeah, 50.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see what mine is.
50 movies, y'all. 50. I've watched 50 movies.
Mine is 32.
What is wrong with me? Jesus. Okay, all right. So I'll give you top 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say that Malcolm and Marie was one of my top 5.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I'm very big on conversation and understanding the psyche of people in relationships. I think that even though it was so dramatic and so negative, and they purposely were trying to hurt each other so bad with the things they were saying, it was like us being able to finally give voice to some of the most vitriolic thoughts that we might have in a relationship.
Right.
And still being able to work it out. I thought that Zendaya and John David Washington did an amazing job. I thought it was beautiful. I thought that was an amazing movie.
I still have not seen it.
Oh, okay. You must watch it. You must watch it. That's 1. 2, I'm going to be all over the place here. So they're not in any particular order.
Okay.
I loved Those Who Wish Me Dead with Angelina Jolie.
Oh, okay.
I really like that movie.
That's surprising. Okay.
Yeah. I think that the black wife was the best character in the movie.
Hands down.
She beat everybody's ass while pregnant.
Okay.
Like,
she
and riding a horse. Like, she needed her own movie. Whoever that was, she needs a movie. Where she's also pregnant on a horse, kicking ass. And yeah, that's 2. 3. Let's see. Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, as outlandish as that movie was, I love stupid sci-fi action flicks. That was one of my favorites this year.
Got you.
My Octopus Teacher.
Yeah.
That was one of the most emotional things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And this man and his connection to an octopus, which sometimes seems sexual, but I know it wasn't. It was just the fact of how much that the octopus taught the man.
Yeah.
You know, in his own personal grief and all that kind of stuff. You know, I thought it was very, very dope. Right. Let's see. United States versus Billie Holiday.
Okay.
Hands down, one of the most amazing, gut-wrenching movies that I've ever seen. I think that Andra Day deserves an award. She got awards for it, but she deserved the Oscar. I'm not going to say she was robbed, but she deserved her nomination at least.
Gotcha.
Those are my current top 5. I haven't done all the scoring yet to see.
Same.
What's yours?
Mine is probably only like top 3. I don't know if I have a top 5. Because there's still a few things I still haven't watched. But movie-wise, I would have to say coming in at my top would have to be Zack Snyder's Justice League. I thought that was incredible. I thought that was very well done. It was the Justice League that we definitely deserved.
Amen.
And it's even better in black and white. I don't know why. It was incredible in black and white.
There's a black and white version?
Yeah, there's a black and white version on HBO. Like,
you watched it?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's even better in black and white.
I gotta watch that now.
Yeah, it's intense. What's another one? My other one, I really enjoyed New Gods, Nezha Reborn. I know you got your feelings about it. It's an animation that's on Netflix. It was really, really beautifully done. I love the artwork.
And it's a bit racist.
It's a little bit. It is a little bit. And I didn't notice it until this one was like, hey, so the ape character, is that a little? And I was like,
appropriation much?
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I will say that Cruella was very dope. Yeah, that's pretty much mine. I mean, it's not too much because I don't really have. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So let's go to TV.
All right.
And I watched 33 shows. Sorry.
Okay. Mine is 29.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. We're close. Amen. Handmaid's Tale. That's a given. Okay. I also really liked Generation on HBO Max.
Same.
I thought that was done very well. I know I'm over all the high school angst, coming of age shows because I'm tired of seeing teenagers have sex. Like, can we go to college and have sex? Can we be adults and have sex?
Right.
But I do think that Generation was done very well.
Yeah.
Warrior.
Oh, I still haven't finished
Warrior is probably one of the dopest shows that nobody's watching, but thank God they got renewed for a 3rd season. When I tell you, and what's so crazy is like, well, first of all, a lot of the actors that were in Warrior were also in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them were being celebrated last month for Asian American Awareness Month. And you would think that because of that, they would have given it a lot more promotion.
Right.
And so I'm hoping that now with this next season, they give it what it's supposed to be, gave. Because that show, amazing.
And because of Mortal Kombat, it got a little bit more awareness.
Right.
Too as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
let's see what else. There's a lot of good stuff, and I think it's hard with the TV because there's so many good shows that were coming out, like Invincible and Jupiter's Legacy.
Yeah.
Both of those shows, freaking amazing. If you want an alternate type of superhero type of show, definitely those.
Invincible is a lot, though, y'all. Like, be careful.
For an animated cartoon series, that show drags you in, and it does not let you go.
It doesn't.
It's really, really good. Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget about the best show ever.
Okay.
Like,
and it's all about Moira.
Moira is a national treasure.
Okay.
Wrap her in plastic wrap. She is to be protected at all times.
Exactly.
And then lastly, I guess, and this is because I've been watching this show for forever since it came on, and it's the last season was this year, which is Iyanla Fix My Life.
Got you.
And anybody who knows me knows that I love me some Iyanla. She has fixed my life without even knowing it.
Right.
I really need her to fix some other people's lives as well, but she's gone. She's done for now. And she just, this is so much to learn, so much that I did learn. And yeah, Iyanla, thank you. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anything else from your list?
Mine, this is where I can really give my favorites here.
Okay.
Here it is, definitely one of my favorite anime series that are on Netflix is Castlevania, and the 4th season came out this year, and it was incredible. Love that show. There is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I forgot about them.
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. And it was really about Captain America's speech towards that in that last episode.
Where he read all the white people for filth.
What?
Amen.
What?
He read
that was everything for me. I have to say Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
I love The Circle. That's actually
I like The Circle too.
It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Is The Circle.
I didn't know that she was watching it.
Yes.
I didn't watch last season, but I did watch this season.
Yeah, man. The Circle is like I love Netflix for doing that one.
Yeah. That show is messy.
It's so messy. And I love it to death.
Okay.
I would have to say Invincible. And then you know what was also really good? I would say Handmaid's Tale, but I'm still on the fence because it's not completed yet this season. And this last episode kind of got on my nerves a little bit, so it made me on the fence. But what I will say, what was really, really good and caused me to dive into more of the history of this was Halston.
Yes, Halston was very good.
Halston was very good, and I had no idea about Halston, and he was a fashion designer, kind of more so from the late 60s, 70s, going into 80s for the most part. I had no idea about Halston. He was like, he was here, and then he wasn't. And his story was very intense. And I watched another documentary on Amazon that kind of broke more things down, which was very interesting. So love that. And then one more, I'm probably over, but MODOK on Hulu.
Who?
MODOK, and it's another Marvel type of series. Y'all gonna already figure out I'm a big ass nerd, so say what you want.
MODOK?
Yeah, MODOK is another Marvel villain that they did this. They did the Seth Green type claymation type animation for this. It's so good and so well done. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So,
was there anything that you watched that you did not like?
Yes, and I will have to say,
Wait. Mom said Iyanla got sick of y'all. She said, "I made my money. I'm out." I know that's right. She was tired.
Okay.
She was tired of y'all not listening, not doing your work, and then she said, "You know what? I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and protect my peace over here."
Okay. I did watch the last part of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina because I had watched the majority of it, and I grew up on that, and it was the devil. I did not care for that last season. The devil was intensified throughout that whole thing, and it was just like I was like, okay, we get it. Like, but every scene had Baphomet. Every scene had like what's her name? The first Lilith. It was a little too crazy, but yeah, that would have to be one of the main shows that I would say like I did not really care for.
Let's see. What did I not like? I actually liked everything that I watched. Well, you know what? I'm not a big fan of this season of A Black Lady Sketch Show.
You know
Although the last episode I did like.
Okay.
There were actually some funnier skits in this particular episode last Friday.
Gotcha.
But the season as a whole, yeah. I feel like they were trying too hard to be abstract with the humor.
Gotcha.
Instead of just telling the jokes.
Yeah.
That would be the one show that I watched where I was kind of like, I could take it and leave it.
Yeah, see, that I enjoyed the first season of it, but it wasn't enough for me to watch a second season. It's on my list to watch later on, but yeah.
As far as
you know what I will say is that there's a documentary that's on Netflix called Surviving Death that was very intense.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
It was very intense. And if y'all just want to sit and watch something that is just people's experiences with, you know, dying and coming back, it was very intense. And kind of put to color some things that, you know, we all have questions about, which was very interesting. Wasn't expecting it to go that far, but it was a really great documentary.
The one movie that I will say that I hated, and even though I didn't pay for it, I want my money back, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. It wasn't that great. Like, to me, it wasn't that great either.
We watched it together.
Yeah. And we sat there, we was like,
what is this?
Like, we were like, that's it?
And it had so much potential to be really, really dope. Like, it the really opening scene between, you know, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, that whole sequence was perfect.
Was amazing.
Like, they did everything right. And then it switched into just being the worst movie ever.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I felt the same way about Wonder Woman.
Oh,
because the opening sequence when Diana was a little girl in the competition, that was amazing.
Killing.
And then it switched into the worst movie ever.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And I feel like they were just like, everybody at home, so let's just go ahead and make these movies. But, and maybe it's because we weren't in the theaters, but I also feel like if I was in the theater, I would have got up to go get some popcorn, or went to the bathroom, or went home.
Like, with y'all, like, y'all want something from the concession stand? Like, y'all want some popcorn?
Like,
y'all need a refill?
I could have went back and watched the other two Mortal Kombat movies and been completely entertained.
Yeah.
But this was not it. This was not it.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about music?
Yeah, but okay.
A lot of music has come out as we, you know.
Your list is probably defined because mine is not. I have not filled in too much of anything from anything.
Well, you know what I'm going to say? There's only, for me, I'm just going to go off replay value alone.
Okay.
There is only one project that has come out that has made me pay attention and replay it. And even though it had to grow on me, at first, like, it's been the thing of the year so far. And that is Ho Tales by Jasmine Sullivan.
I feel that.
Like,
I feel that.
I have never wanted somebody to win more than her based off of what she's done with this project. And not even so much what she's done with the project, but what she has done just for R&B music in general. Yeah. She came out the gate singing her goddamn head off.
Yeah.
And not caring. Like,
and her performances followed through. Yeah.
She reminded us of what that is, because we haven't had it in so long. And no shade to Beyonce, she has not just come out and just sang something in a minute. Everything's been a spectacle. Everything's been a rap. Everything's been dancing, which we love. But nobody has really come out and just sang for us. Like, it's been years.
And Jasmine's been giving much Aretha Franklin vibes.
Yes.
She's been giving so much Aretha Franklin energy, and I'm so here for all of it.
Like, I'm here for it. And I want more of it. And I applaud her and I thank her because, you know, like, I was getting to a point where I was like, do people even want to hear riffing anymore? Do they want to hear vocal acrobatics? Do they want to hear skill anymore? And she came out and she was like, listen, yes, I'm talking about being a hoe, but I'm going to sing this hoe down. Like,
right.
And she did it. And people were like she sang at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, even though it was a mess of a performance, but she sang. Like,
she deserved that spot. I wish it was hers by herself, but I get what they were doing. But still, I wish it was hers by herself. But just the fact that she had the opportunity to do that at the Super Bowl, it is still an amazing opportunity for her, for somebody that has needed their just due for so long. Because Jasmine is an amazing vocalist. She's an amazing songwriter, and people just really do not. She's an underdog that should not be an underdog. You know,
and it's almost like, you know, everybody knows her songs. Like, over the weekend, you know, there's mad cookouts going on, and I'm in the bed illin', and all of a sudden I hear Going in Circles.
Yeah.
And they're blasted it. So it's like, it's not like people don't know her. Y'all know her. You just got to celebrate her.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, you know, with Hotels, she did what she was supposed to do. It was very strategic. And even though the content was so brash, to me, it was the bravery around just singing.
Yeah.
You know, and her just doing what she can only do.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think about
that
no
I don't
other
give a
singer.
fuck energy.
Yes.
And it was so much I don't give a fuck energy. And I was here for all of it. I was really here for all of it. But Jasmine has this this tone in her voice, this raspy, low register that just gives you this feeling. Even when she is doing so much, it never feels like so much. I don't know. It's just something special about her.
It comes from a crazy place of skill mixed with confidence,
and
mixed with emotion.
Yeah.
And we haven't gotten that really since Aretha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's why. Yeah. Yeah. I'll say for me, it's definitely been Jasmine. I've been infatuated with every single live performance. I have fallen in love with this artist by the name of Jay Warner. He's dope and he's vibey. To me, there's another artist that I have just discovered. He put this song out recently that had a video to it that I was actually surprised about. Like, I didn't hold on, because I don't know what this is, but I don't be remembering nobody's name recently. Kingsley. Have you ever heard of Kingsley? Kingsley, I don't know how to pronounce this last name. Ibanishi?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. If somebody in here knows how to pronounce it, kind of give me a breakdown. But he's really dope. Kingsley is another vibe. He kind of sounds like a mixture of like Bilal mixed with like, I don't know. He kind of gives you I don't know who the other person would be, to be honest. He has a sprinkle of like Bilal energy. And he's dope. So I mean, that's who I've been vibing with.
I haven't really gotten into a lot of the newer artists yet, and a lot of that is probably because I'm working with one.
Gotcha.
So, you know, my brain has been on trying to really push Lauren Ashley into the forefront and her sound, because I don't want her to be compared to anybody. I don't think she will be compared to anybody. So outside of Jasmine, it's been Lauren. And I'm good with that. You know,
it's crazy though, because I've been on this search to find really great male artists. It's been actually really tough, because there's always so many phenomenal like female artists, and especially female Black artists, you know what I mean, that are just like incredible, that I haven't found the male equivalent of that same type of drive or that same type of creativity. So I've been on this search to find that, and I've really connected, especially to Jay Warner. I feel like that's a vibe that's special. I haven't watched the video. I haven't watched the live performance, only because it's that.
You don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, it's that potential of being disappointed. And so right now I'm happy and just sitting in that space right now. And so, yeah, if you guys want somebody to listen to, I would really suggest Jay Warner. It's really, really dope. He's really dope.
Also, you can listen to A Natural and Lenny Harold.
Word, that too.
We ain't got nothing new out, but we got stuff out.
You got something more new out than I do.
What I got? That was from last year.
It's still more new than I got. So.
Well, no, you got the whole Lucky EP came out. Let's not forget about that. Yeah. That's new. Yeah. But you know, we got some stuff out. So
yeah.
Go to the dad. Okay. Yes. Exactly. Y'all go on and buy, not stream. Amen. Okay. Stream too, but buy.
Okay.
And I guess what we can wrap up our
Come on, EL.
Yes,
EL is like, and me too. Shit.
EL in here. Ty McKinney's in here.
Yo, same,
you know,
right.
There's some people that's in here that need to be putting some stuff out. Lynn Summers. So I guess just to wrap up the hot topics, I wanted to talk about the last couple of weeks. I know we talked at the beginning about what, you know, has been going on with COVID and all that kind of stuff. But the one thing that I haven't really spoken about with anybody other than you today really was the mental implications of what COVID has brought on. And I'll speak for me and just say that this has done it's been physically the worst 2 weeks of my life, but also the most emotional 2 weeks of my life. Because while dealing with trying to get better and still trying to work and get, you know, deadlines met and all that kind of stuff, one of the things that I did not like about this was going through it alone. And not to say that I didn't have anybody around or anything like that, nobody was checking up on me, but living by myself and being this sick is something that I've never experienced before. And the whole entire time, my whole mortality was in question of like, what am I going to do? Mm-hmm. Am I ready to be, I hate to say it, but am I ready to be dead? You know, am I ready to have somebody have to come to the house and go through all my stuff? You know, like, I know you know the passwords. And will you know to get all the sessions together and make sure that Lauren's project still comes out? Will you know to empty the folder, the happy time folder? Will you know, you know, like, you know, and am I prepared for all those different things? And I don't think we really talk a lot about what this past year has done to people mentally. Mm-hmm. And it's really had me, you know, look at a lot of things in perspective, like not just what matters, but also what doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And being able to say no to certain things. You know, like in the first few days of me being sick, everybody was pulling at me for something. Yeah. And I kept trying to say yes to everything. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? No.
Right.
No, I don't care about your project. I don't care about your company. I don't care about whatever you need to do that has to do with you.
Right.
Right now, the only thing I can concern myself with is getting better.
Right.
You know, and it sounds selfish, but it's like if I'm in my deathbed, how can I help you?
Yeah.
How can I really get to do whatever you need me to do if I can't even breathe?
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to say that to say, really, really search yourself. And we've talked about this before on the show, but search yourself to see if the things that you need done really can't be done by you. Yeah. Search yourself to see if am I being lazy by not going on YouTube and figuring out how to do this thing, right. Or am I being not as smart as I should be with my money and my investments? Should I go out and get a computer and learn how to record myself? Do I always need to go to someone to record me or fix my vocals? Right. What can I do to truly invest in myself so that I'm not a burden to anybody else?
Yeah.
You know, and I looked at all the things that I had to do and all the promises that I was making and commitments that I was making. And I had to think to myself, like, the world really would stop if I wasn't here. And it shouldn't be that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why, like I said, I appreciated so much of the love that I got, but I know a lot of that love was because people still need me to do stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and while I love to do certain things for certain people, it can't be about just that.
Right.
You know, my whole goal with my music was always to create a platform so that people can get their dreams out. Not for me to do it for you, but to help you.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to do a better job at helping rather than doing. And just so that I can know that my life was not spent being a slave to music.
Right.
You know, because that's not what my gift was given to me for.
Right.
And I just this is one of the things that I realized while being sick these last couple of weeks, and just how I want to do things differently after this. Like, there's going to be a list of commitments that I'm going to chop.
Yeah.
And just to make sure that I'm okay.
Right.
And maybe one day I can commit to some other things, and maybe one day somebody gonna buy their own Melodyne. We'll see. You know, I know how much it costs, and if you need help saving the money, I'll help you save the money, or I'll teach you how to use it. But you know, it can't always just fall on my shoulders. And I think that's one of my issues as a Virgo is I always try to take on everything.
Yeah.
And I can't. You know, and I realized that this week where I literally just had to stop.
Right.
And you've been telling me for months to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't listen because I'm also stubborn.
Yep.
But, you know, I had to stop. I really had to stop. So that's something that I learned during this whole COVID process. I don't know if you feel the same way about what you've learned.
Yeah, I have. I've definitely experienced the fact of being completely, that feeling of almost not being considered, because I've worked through my whole COVID experience. My job was still on me like this and not giving me the time that I needed because they needed particular content. And to the point where that one day where I had that major anxiety attack was when I was just like, okay, this is way too much. It was important for me to learn what I'm capable of and what I'm not capable of, what I have the space for, what I don't have the space for, and what I have the mental capacity to handle and what I don't have the mental capacity to handle. And then set those boundaries. When I feel like I'm overwhelmed, set those boundaries. Nobody else can enter because I'm overwhelmed, regardless of if you need something immediately or if you need something tomorrow. If I'm not in the space and if I'm not feeling well, I have to come first. I had a very long talk with my job. I had a very long talk with a few other people, you know what I mean, where I just wasn't able to because COVID was creating this super exhaustion. And Nat, you know, I was being pulled from all angles, you know what I mean, with all the content that I have to produce, film, edit, put together, write, and it's a lot of mental space. And so I've learned to definitely set those boundaries, made sure to understand the power of no and not feel bad about saying no.
Amen.
So if anything throughout this whole entire experience, what I learned was the power of no, because I'm one of those people that will say yes, regardless of how much stress it'll put on me, just because I don't want you to feel like I'm not willing to do something.
We talked about that, I think, a few episodes ago, where we said no to some people means withdrawal.
Right.
And that's not what it means. No means I just don't have the capacity to do what you need me to do at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not an attack. It's not, it's not supposed to disappoint you.
Right.
It's not meant to hurt you. It literally is just saying no.
Right. Right. Exactly.
You know?
So yeah, that's one thing I learned. One thing I will comment on the fact of being ready for death, and having that conversation. That's something that is very it's a heavy conversation to always have, but it's a conversation that's always needed. I will say reading Conversations with God, the 4th book, all the way through, actually gave me so much comfort with just the whole idea and concept of death. That was something that was a blessing almost, because we always fear that. We always fear what that's going to entail. No one wants to die, but it's never the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother discussion. I won't go all the way there, but if you want something to help you out, Conversations with God, book 4.
Amen. And with that, I guess we can wrap it up, because I think we've recapped our season.
Yeah.
We've recapped everything. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. Amen.
You want to keep warm when you're feeling chilled, but you don't want to raise your heating bill. Now, there's the Snuggie, the blanket that has sleeves.
Amen. I love book suggestions too, Lynn. And you know what? I need to go and reread those books as well.
This is another one.
What's that?
Third Eye Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
This is most of the stuff that I read. I'm just
Yeah. I gotta get better because music is always my outlet.
Yeah.
Listening to Iyanla is always my outlet. Reading should be my outlet, but I can't sit still to read that long for some reason. But,
right.
So yeah, this has been an amazing season.
It really
I think that it's our best season so far, and it's only going to get better from here.
Yeah.
For everyone to have stuck with us this whole season, I'm just I'm floored at the support that we've gotten, the love that we get every week, the comments that we get every week, even the phone calls that we get after each show have been crazy.
Yes.
Once again, shout out to our guests, the Ism, Natalie Imani, Lauren Ashley, Kimmy Gibson, LaShawn Robinson, our winner of Tired Tuesday's talent show, Seychelle, and also who I also think are our co-hosts. Everybody that's in the comments,
everybody's in the comments.
I love that y'all will correct us. You will read us for filth when needed.
Exactly.
Live on the show.
Right.
I really, really appreciate you guys for watching. Season 5. I don't know what season 5 is going to be like. I just know it's going to be bigger and better.
Always.
But I can tell you this much: I don't want to think about it until it's time for season.
When I tell you that we are going to shut off, you're not going to
see us
off.
You were not going to see us until season 5.
Okay, listen.
We're not giving no date. We're not doing none of that.
Power. Right. You will know when you know.
Okay. I'm not even going to say September.
Right.
I'm not going to say September. I'm going to just say that I'm going to enjoy my summer. Both of our birthdays are this summer. And I want to do something. I want to go away.
Yeah.
I want to get out the house. I want to shake my ass. I want to be in the streets.
Okay.
I want to eat all the crab legs that I can stuff into my face. That is what this summer's going to entail. And I don't want to be thinking about Tired Tuesdays while I'm eating my crab legs.
Right.
However, there's still work that has to be done. Like, Lauren Ashley's project is going to be coming out this summer. Up We Go is finally launching, which also means that my consultation company is going to be launching this month as well. So there's a lot of good stuff happening, but I also want to relax. Like,
if you guys are looking for a positive platform, please download the Up We Go app, which it's a wellness app. It's about positivity. It's about uplifting one another. It's about community. It's about love. I am one of the creators on the app. That's been my job that I have been dealing with. So please join the app.
There was so much nervousness in that laugh. Oh my God. Because behind that laugh was, I'm so tired of this shit. But because y'all just don't know. I can say it. He's not going to say it, but I can say it.
Okay, I have been pulled, but it's been a very interesting experience, and I cannot say that I have not learned from this. I've learned a lot from this, and so Nat's platform is going to be launched through that platform, so it's going to be incredible.
Yes.
So, guys, want to be a part? Definitely download the app, and
And honestly, like, we still have the things that we do on our own personal pages. Follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter and my Facebook to find out what's going on with me as a natural. Even though there's not really much going on right now, it's all about Lauren Ashley. But the consultation business will be up there. And then follow him for everything he's doing. I know he has his every Monday, his meditations on Mondays. Also Cosmic Vegan. I've already put in a request once I am done with COVID for some vegan mac and cheese balls.
He wants the mac and cheese balls. I got you, brother. I got you.
Y'all don't understand about these vegan mac and cheese balls. My God. And then just, I want y'all to have a good summer as well. So, we'll check in from time to time, but love on yourselves, take care of yourselves, love on your friends and family. And I'm going to do the same thing. That's it, you guys. It has been an amazing season.
Yes, it has been.
I almost don't want to do the video.
Right, because I mean, it's like...
Because that means it's done.
It's done, but we coming back. We gonna come back. We coming back.
Y'all leave us alone until we come back, though. That's time.
Okay, listen.
That's time. We've been through some things this season. Lord, today. And I got one more week of quarantine, and I'm about to be all the way out in these streets, y'all.
Listen, I got until Sunday.
Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to be in these streets. I'm going to go and get tested.
Right.
Then I'm going to go get vaccinated.
Got you.
Then I'm going to be in these streets.
Got you.
Amen. There's a process. So, but anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us tonight. We hit y'all with a lot of stuff today, so you got to rewatch. Go on and rewatch. It's going to be on YouTube. And we will see y'all next season, season 5.
Next season, season 5.
Much love to y'all.
Love you guys.
Peace. Truth is, I'm tired.